and welcome to season 2, episode 10. I'm your girl, ROZ, and your host and creator for today's ROZ's Happy Hour. This is brought to you by Trisha Entertainment. If you're watching by YouTube, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you're watching by Facebook, please go ahead and share. I appreciate you. If you're new here, thank you and welcome to today's episode. How's everybody doing? What's happening? Happy Wednesday. I hope you had a wonderful Easter. I hope it was peaceful, and we're still, staying in. We get our second shot this week. I'm a little nervous, but it's necessary if we want to get back out and work and travel. So, but I bet you all have some questions for our next guest. So what I'm thinking is to help capture your question, what I need you to do is hashtag ROZ's Happy Hour and then followed by a question, because I know we got questions for Atlantic Starr. So, and I'll do my best to grab it. And I'm already apologizing if I miss it, because sometimes I just miss it. There's a delay in the system. But our motto here is to bring you the best in arts and entertainment. Wait, did you all see Versus? What you think? I just seriously love the brotherhood that was shown between the two groups. The two catalogs are just crazy. So, well, let's go ahead and get into today's broadcast. We're so excited to talk to our guests for today. They have made significant contributions to the entertainment industry. Everyone knows their hits, Always, Secret Lover, Circles, Sin for Me, and more. So let's welcome, in just 1 second, Atlantic Starr. Stand by. Well, welcome, Jonathan Lewis, Wayne Lewis, LJ, and Melissa. What's happening, fellas? Welcome to ROZ's Happy Hour. Jonathan, can you introduce the group? Unmute. You're muted. There you go. Let's do this again.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right, I'm Jonathan Lewis. We got Wayne Lewis online here.
Hey,
we have Savell LJ, aka LeJohn Epps, and Melissa Pierce.
Okay, what's happening? So we have Wayne, but he due to technical difficulties, and we didn't want to be late getting started, so we're just going to go with his avatar. So we're waving for him, but he's here vocally. Wayne, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm here one day at a time. How y'all doing?
Yeah, I'm good. LJ, how you doing?
LJ?
Oh, I have no audio. I'm sorry. I hear you, but I can't hear her for some reason.
Oh, okay.
All right. We'll come back to you. So, please, you guys, I forgot. Give them some hearts. You know how we heart them up on ROZ's
Howard. How do you do it? that's a kid thing,
Yeah, but they have it on the computer. They're gonna heart you up on the computer. So, just saying hello to a couple people real quick. Walt, what's happening? Okay, let's go, ROZ Happy Hour. Yes. Oh, there you go again.
Yeah.
Welcome, Laura. I see you. I see you. Denise, thank you for joining. Mr. Atkins, Ms. Atkins, don't be nervous. Mine was a breeze. Oh, talking about that shot. The second one. Woo. Okay. Just letting him get his sound together. But anyway, you guys, welcome to ROZ's Happy Hour. I am honored to have you on the show today. We appreciate you guys. And, it's just personally during this pandemic, I want to check in with you and see how you're doing before we jump into Atlantic Starr. Jonathan, how are you doing in this pandemic? So Jonathan and Wayne, brothers, obviously. Okay, we'll get to that. But how are you doing in this pandemic?
I'm holding on by the grace of the Most High.
Okay.
I've been sustaining, and I'm doing good. I have no complaints at all.
Mhm.
It's been a little challenging being the fact that we can't go out and perform, like we were doing pre-pandemic. But all in all, I've been good. I've been maintaining. So I mean, during this pandemic, that's the most important thing, is to maintain.
Yes, absolutely.
Amen.
Wayne, how you doing? Wayne, how you doing? Can you hear me?
Wayne, can you hear Roz?
I can't hear it all.
Uh-oh.
Wayne, are you there?
Okay, well, we'll come back.
Right.
Well, check this out. All right, I'm going to say hi to Mike Jones. Hey, Mike. What's happening? Thanks for being there. Rick, what's up, Rick? That's my boy. What's going on? Hi to Atlantic Starr. So I'm going to wait for Wayne to come back in.
Wayne, are you there?
I'm good.
Okay.
When
Okay,
can you hear me?
you're going in and
Hello?
out. Try it again. Yeah, can you hear me? Go ahead.
Yeah, we can hear you. Talk.
Yeah, I can hear Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
I'm unmuted.
We can hear you.
I'm here.
How you doing in this pandemic? Oh, he went out. Okay, so check this out. Well, I told you he was having a little technical difficulty, but I'm going to jump around and I'm going to come back. We're going to take a look at Atlantic Starr.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you now, but you're
here.
fading.
Okay. Let's do this. Let's take a look at you doing one of your shows with one of my favorite songs.
Can you hear me?
Yes, but you don't.
But you don't hear us.
Hello?
Yeah. Wayne, go out and come back.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Can you hear us now?
Okay.
All right.
You can still hear me?
Yes. We waiting for you to tell us how you doing in this pandemic.
Hello?
All right. Hold on. Let's
Okay. So
I don't know what happened to him. Okay, hold on. We're gonna come back to him in just a second, but I'm gonna play this for now. Hang on. Tell him to go out and come back in. Oh, he did. Okay. Let's go do this. Tell us about that. That's Melissa.
Yeah.
So what's going on with Melissa? Okay, let's tell us everything. I think one of the questions everybody wants to know is about the women. Who is the woman that sang on those songs? The original woman that sung on those songs.
Well, the original woman that sang on "If Your Heart Isn't in It" with Wayne was Barbara Weathers.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Um, yeah. The original singer though was Sharon Bryant, who sang on "Am I Dreaming" and my brain's got to work now. "Circles," "When Love Calls," and all those songs. She was the original. She was the original girl that started out with us.
Mm-hmm. Where are you all from?
Well, we grew up in a town called Greenburg, which is a township of White Plains, New York, in Westchester County.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, we all went to school together, and so we all grew up in the same town.
Oh, wow. So the three brothers, there's yourself, Jonathan, Wayne, and David.
And David he was with us. He was one of the original lead singers, on "Am I Dreaming" and "Always" and all those, "Closer Than Close," And LaJohn was the one that took my brother David's place. LJ, the guy that's wearing the glasses here.
That's good. The red.
Yeah, him and Melissa have been with us now for a little over 20 years.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See? So that's great. I mean, last time I saw you guys when we worked together in Houston,
In
my
Houston.
buddy Jeff
Mm-hmm.
Harrison was a program director for Magic 102, 101.
Right.
And it was just a phenomenal show.
Yeah, with
So
Tony.
Tony.
Who
Yeah.
else was on that show that night?
Oh my God. Fred Hammond. We did a gospel piece.
Right.
It was family fun. So they wanted to do a little bit of everything on that show. So they did. They did the gospel, the R&B, the funk. Yeah. So that was good. But you guys,
It was a great night.
yeah, yeah. You guys, so you missed the stage right now?
Yeah, I miss it. It's because we had a lot of stuff coming up in 2020, shows that we had already booked, and we had just gotten off the Soul Train cruise in January that we did with the Jacksons. It was the Jacksons, and it was quite a few other groups. I can't even remember right now. And then I think we did something in February, and then after that, the pandemic hit. So all the other shows that we had for 2020 just kind of went out the window. We had to, go into a whole pattern.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, have you picked up any new hobbies since we've been so much downtime?
Well, as you can see, I'm in my kitchen, so I've been cooking a lot more. Well, like I said, I always was in the kitchen anyway, so I'm doing a lot more cooking and a lot more writing. I just updated my equipment, so it's giving me the opportunity to be creative again.
Nice.
So I've been doing that and just really kind of taking it easy.
Yeah. Enjoying this time off.
Yeah, because I was doing education. I was in the education field for about 18 years, along with playing, and I had retired from that field in June. So I'm basically semi-retired, other than music. But as far as doing anything else, I'm just trying to enjoy
Yeah, trying to
Life right
stay
now.
alive.
You know what I'm saying? Like the song goes, "Staying Alive."
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Well, let's jump back in here and LJ, can you unmute yourself and we'll you still muted. Oh, there you go.
We can
How
hear
you
you now.
doing? What you been up to since the pandemic, LJ? I don't think he can hear me either.
Can you hear it? Can you hear us, LJ?
Yes, I hear you all, but I can't. I mean, I can't hear her. I hear you, but I
Okay,
don't hear.
Rod said, what have you been doing since the pandemic?
Oh, since the pandemic, man, I just been in the home songwriting and just producing and becoming more creative. I've been filming. I've been into just shooting movies and doing a lot of just creating and writing. So it's been mostly that, just locked into the studio and having more time to just get a lot of these thoughts out. So I've just been really creative, just writing and creating. That's it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, how did you come about joining Atlantic Star?
Johnny, I couldn't hear what she said.
Oh, I'm sorry. She said, how was it that you came to be able to join the group, or how did you
Oh,
get into Atlantic Star?
Oh wow, that actually is like it's a crazy story in the sense of it was a house that was in my neighborhood, and when I was young going to school, a friend of mine father helped build a studio in that house, and was years ago before I even met Atlantic Star. I was a kid in school, so he was always saying, well, some celebrities go and they recorded this and that there with kids, and we were singing and stuff then. So I was in my mind, I was like, one day I'm gonna go to that house. So years passed. I graduated from high school, and I went to college, and I came home from school, and I was just in the neighborhood, and I just was, and all as a matter of fact, all through my years of going to school, I would see different people go to the house, like Allen Iverson and Mike Tyson, and it was just a house in the neighborhood. So I said, well, one day I'm gonna knock on the door, and I'm just gonna tell the owner it's me, like so everybody, you're not gonna do that. So eventually, like 15 years later, maybe 10 years later, I was just in the neighborhood one day, and I just said, I'm gonna go knock on the door. So I actually just walked over there and knocked on the door. And when I knocked on the door, a guy opened the door, the house owner, and I didn't know what to say, but I just told the truth. I said, listen, sir, I said, I grew up in the neighborhood. You may have seen me around the neighborhood, but I do music. And I just want to know if I see different people coming in and out of your home. So I don't want to act like I'm watching, but I see so many people, but I do music. So I would just
Mhm.
like to know if someone's around that can tell me, am I on the right path? And I just want to talk to somebody. And he was like, give me 1 second. So I stood outside, and he went in the house and went upstairs. And Wayne actually was upstairs at the time, but I didn't know who it was, but Wayne was upstairs. And
Uh-huh.
so he came back downstairs, and he said, yeah, go to the top of the stairs. So I didn't know who it was. So I went to the top of the stairs, and it was a door crack. Like, I didn't know who it was, but the door was cracked. So all I heard from the other side of the door is, go ahead and sing something. So 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 I just started singing a little bit. So I sang like a verse of a song, and then the voice again said, I will come back around 8 o'clock tonight. So I didn't know who I was going to see, but I was excited. So I left out. I told I
Wow.
told the homeowner, I appreciate you for letting me in. You could have thought anything, but I appreciate you. I'll be back at 8. So 7:55, I was literally there, but I waited. Then I knocked on the door, and then Wayne opened the door. And initially, I'm not sure, but he was like, yeah. And I told him who I was, and he told me it was him. And then he just explained, asked me what I was doing. And I just told him I played piano, and I songwrite, I sing, and I'm just wanted some advice to see if I was on the right path. So he sat me
Wow.
down and talked to me. He played the piano, and he still didn't really say exactly who he was yet. He just was giving me coaching and talking to me. And actually, it was pretty cool. And then as we got through it, he just explained, who he was and this stuff, and it was just so cool. But that was just an initial meeting. It wasn't anything about the group. It was just me meeting Wayne Lewis, and he was helping me, and he just told me that he would mentor me just as far as music and just help me so I could give him a call. And I was just excited for that. So I left there, just said, he was like, stay with it. So I was just excited. So I guess, mind you, maybe a year, or I don't know how much time maybe have passed, but then, I think the universe and God brought us together, but that's initially how I met them, and it came about.
Wow. Wow. Wayne, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
hear you.
Hey,
Okay.
hey.
Hey, what's happening? Talk to us.
Hey.
How you doing? What you been doing since the pandemic?
Oh man, I tell you, well, the main thing, this pandemic has brought me a lot closer to the Most High God. And I tell you,
Mhm.
um, I went from saying that this is the worst 2 years of my life, and now I'm saying it's the best year, because when God's trying to get you, he does whatever he can to get your attention. And
Amen.
so having said that, I'm blessed, super blessed.
Yeah.
But I've been trying to keep up on my creative side, writing stuff, going through a lot of since we're in a downtime, this is a good time to go through a lot of stuff with record companies, trying to collect what they've been owing us for years, and dealing with lawyers and that whole thing. And but mostly like writing and trying to set up so we can move residentially into the right places, looking for land, doing all kind of stuff, because
Mhm.
we know that things will never get normal again. But we got to make the best out of whatever,
You gotta
um,
you gotta keep moving.
however we can.
Mhm.
Yeah, got to keep moving.
So
Yeah,
is it
so
just the
it's
three
all good.
brothers? Is it just the three brothers?
Yeah, yeah. It was the three of us that was in Atlantic Starr,
Oh.
and yeah, and Barbara was my fiance. She almost made it to family, but it's almost, but it's only three brothers.
Oh, wow. Okay, I was just wondering if it was like a family of brothers and just the three of you perform. Jonathan, your background vocals, keyboard player, extraordinaire.
Yeah, well, I started out playing trombone, you know,
Oh,
but we have more brothers and sisters now.
that's what I'm asking. Yeah.
It's a herd of us.
Oh, in the family, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, and the family.
I
Yeah.
I
yeah.
think we had a total of 12 brothers and sisters total.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Hmm.
So y'all could have had the Jacksons. Y'all could have been like the Jacksons.
Possibly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
no, I got that wrong. It's a total of 14 of us. That's what it is. Total. Brothers and sisters. Yeah.
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah,
Hmm.
nothing like a big family.
Nothing like it.
Yep.
No, no, indeed. So that's great. Um, let's see. So where is David today?
Well,
Is-
David is doing him and his wife. They have a ministry that they do together.
Oh,
A music ministry, and basically, they've been doing a lot of traveling. Matter of fact, you know, we as a family um, was doing a music ministry too, under Top the Mountain Ministries, and we would get together, my sisters and brothers. Not all of us. It was like six of us, 6 or 7 of us. We would get together, and we would we were doing a music ministry too. So David and his wife would go out, and that's what they do all the time now. They're in the ministry, but then we would get together and go out and do ministry too. And so we were doing prisons, um, different churches and conferences and all that kind of stuff.
mhm, mhm.
We've been doing that too. I mean, you got to give God His time, which is,
Absolutely.
you know what I'm saying, because He gives us everything that we have. So you got to give it back. You know.
Yeah.
Well, while we're on that subject, I know that that was very important to Atlantic Star. Was your faith came first and the music came second, and sometimes you would not take a gig because if it conflicted with your spiritual belief. Is that correct?
Well, yeah. We grew up um, worshiping and keeping the seventh day Sabbath, which was the original Sabbath in the Bible. You
Yeah.
know, under the Torah, and then when they came with the New Testament. But that fact never changed. You know
Mm,
what I'm saying? So basically, we are Sabbath keepers,
mm,
and we don't work on Friday nights and till Saturday sundown. So we put that first, or we try. And it's times it's kind of difficult because we've turned down shows that would yield quite a bit of money for us. But like I said, it says remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. So that's what we do. And it doesn't change whether it's Old or New Testament. It is
mm.
what it is. And
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
that day of rest is real important for us. It's a time to reflect, a time to just take it easy,
Mhm. Mhm.
rejuvenate. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So, all praises to the Most High God, Yah, and
Amen.
his son Yahuwah, you know.
Amen. Sue, where was Atlantic Star's first hit?
Uh,
Go on, Wayne.
no, did you say where or when?
What?
Oh, what was Atlantic Star's first hit? It was
Yeah.
called Stand Up.
Oh,
What year did that come out, Johnny?
I believe that was 1977 or 1978.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Because
That's
the
when we did
second
the first. Go on. I'm sorry.
no, I was gonna say yeah, because the second album came out in 79, straight to the point.
Hmm.
So yeah, the
oh,
first song was Stand Up, and it was a big R&B hit, but we were just testing the waters at that time. And so the world wouldn't know it like they would know Secret Lovers or Always or whatever.
yeah. I thought When Love Call was the first one.
Well, that was the first one that caught on to everybody. That was the first
Yeah,
big one. Yeah.
Oh,
I think that was the first. What was that? The first crossover, Wayne? When Love
Ye-
Calls.
yeah. It was the first R&B slash pop hit.
Right.
And
Hmm.
that was on the Radiant album, the same one that had Sent for Me. And that one had all the big that was the coming out of Atlantic Star Radiant, the one that had When Love Calls on it.
oh,
Yeah.
wow, wow. That's amazing. I mean, again, you have the music that still to this day, just we can sing those songs over and over and over.
Yeah.
I think we all
Yeah.
sang them in the shower, thinking,
Yeah.
all that acoustics, it sounded really good.
Yeah.
We were all Melissa. How did you all find Melissa? And can you tell us what's going on with Melissa? We have her name up, but I wanted people to know she's with us.
Well, after the last hit, Secret Lovers and Always and everything, we wanted to find somebody who could not only take on Barbara Weathers'
Mm,
vocal style, but also go back further to Sharon Bryant's. But we wanted to have the kind of familiar look that people kind of know us for. And so when we found Melissa in the studio while we were working on some tracks in White Plains, New York, she happened to be in the same studio next door in another room. And
oh.
somebody was making a hit on her, but the they didn't have the connections yet to really get it out there. So I was like, wow, I'm loving what I'm hearing. And
Mm,
then when we met up later on, we asked her, did she want to do some work with us? And of course, she was like, wow, Lang Starr's down here, you know, the whole thing. And wow. And we're close to the same place because basically White Plains, New York is where we're all from. It's just that Johnny and I, we're from a town called Greenburgh, but the mailing address says White Plains because Greenburgh didn't have a post office. So we're all basically from White Plains. But long story short, she agreed to do some work with us, and it just worked out. We just ended up keeping her. And she's been with us for like, what, 25 years now, John? Something like that?
I think 21, 22.
22
22
years?
years, yeah. Because
Yeah.
Melissa came after Rachel. Rachel Oliver sang with us for a while, too.
Right.
And Melissa came after Rachel.
Right.
Hey, Carrie.
Right.
Wow.
Rachel's in, yeah. I was just saying, though, Melissa had to take on Barbara and Sharon's vocals because Rachel only really did one CD. And at that time, the record company wasn't.
She did too. She did the Reprise and she did the Legacy album.
Oh, and the Reprise, yeah. She did the Reprise too. That's right. Yeah,
with Love Crazy.
Yeah.
Love Crazy was on that album. And Unconditional Love and all that stuff, you know.
But it's such a shame because when Rachel came in, boy, what a great talent. But at that time, the record companies, we were having a lot of politics with them and things weren't going great. And she came in at a time when things weren't going great technically and record company wise, but great creatively. So you didn't really get a chance to really hear her out in the marketplace.
Oh, yeah. Did she get a chance to tour with you guys during that time?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. She toured. We just didn't hear her on the records. So, yeah. So you guys were early on. You were on a few different major labels, right?
Yeah. Not early on. Early on, we were A&M for that whole time when we had 9 members. And then we moved over to Warner Brothers, and that's when we put out All in the Name of Love. That one had Always on it. And then after Warner Brothers, we started having a bunch of different, labels. But those were the main two, A&M and Warner Brothers.
Well, check this out. I'm going to take a pause here, and I'm going to let you hear LJ and Melissa for a moment so y'all can get a feel of what I'm talking about. Hold on.
It's dedicated to all the lovers in the house tonight. Sometimes when you're in love, you just want someone to change you and wake you up. Well, I'm here to tell you, stay in dreamland where love is. Oh, it feels so good. So this next song is about this special someone that I can't get off my mind. Listen. Things are kind of crazy, and my head's all cloud inside. Now I've heard talk of angels, but never thought I'd have one to call mine. See you are just too good to be true. And I hope that this is not some kind of mirage with you. Am I dreaming? Wow. Am I just imagining you're here in my mind? Am I dreaming? Catch me to see if it's real. Oh, do I have you for a lifetime? Please say that it's forever. It's forever. And that is my conclusion to my eyes. And that you don't love and disappear. My love, I pray that is not our hopes and needs for real. Never dreaming, baby. Just you're here in my life. Is this a dream, baby?
All right. All right. Nice. Whoa. Just woo. Some chops. You can sing. You can't hear me. You can translate, Jonathan. Translate. I think he's on mute.
LJ, you on mute? Come, take your mic off mute. Yeah,
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you
I
hear
was
me
just
now?
saying, you got some chops.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Okay, no, I just was trying to. I hear you, Roz. I finally hear you, Roz. I had to fix it.
So you sing the parts with Wayne. You guys share vocals for the group.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You did a good job. Did a good job.
LJ,
Yeah.
can you hear us?
He froze.
Can you
No,
hear
he-
her, John?
I think it was a delay. I'm sorry, I missed it. Thank you.
Yeah, she was saying how good of a job you did.
I hear you. It must have been a delay, so I missed something. So I don't know what was just said. Can you?
Can you
Yes,
can you
I hear
hear?
you on that.
Yeah, she was saying how good of a
It's a
job you did.
delay.
Yeah. So
Roz,
he
you
didn't.
speak.
He didn't really. We're still having your sound issues, but that's okay. I just wanted to share a little bit. It would not be fair if I didn't let people know that didn't know um, about you play a major part in the last 20 years with, excuse me, with the group. So it's good to let everybody meet you here tonight.
That's right.
So Jonathan, keep talking. I got to take a water break.
All
Tell us-
right. Yeah. Go take some water. That's a necessity. Yeah. Well, like again, it's been it's been quite a journey for the last 40 years of man, it's been like an adventure.
Yes, it has.
Being able to see what we've seen and traveled and just about to every country on the planet except for I think about three or maybe four, but we've covered a lot of territory, and it's great to know that the music still lives on, and they still enjoy music. It's great when you're like down in Southeast Asia, or if you're in Indonesia or Malaysia or the Philippines, Singapore, Japan, Korea. I mean, those places that we've been, and the people. I mean, just love the music. It's crazy. I mean, they love ballads down there.
I'm a ballader. I
You know,
love ballads.
so the ballads are really, really, really. Those countries love songs.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They love the love songs. But it's great playing over in France and playing in England, and we've done Africa. I mean, it's just been, you know, the islands. It's been great. You know, I mean, to still be able to have the longevity that we've had, and the way the music is still doing it. You know, like it's like we just did it yesterday. You know, we
Yeah.
got songs that we played from, you know, from 35, 37 years ago that's still major. I mean, you know, we do shows. I mean, it's just incredible, you know. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was gonna say. How do you guys, you've been out in the 70s, look like you look today? You mean you guys are looking good. I mean, you know, you guys toured with the 70s group. So those were what, like Rose Royce, a list of
yeah,
artists. Some of
yeah,
Alan Beck shows, right? Those are
yeah.
Alan Beck.
We did a lot of the Alan Heyman
Oh,
shows at that
Alan.
time. The
Yeah,
Bud Fest. We were out
Budweiser.
we were out with Cameo. We were out with the Barcades, Mother's
Mm,
Finest,
mm,
the Shy Lights.
mm.
Um, well, we
Press
did a lot of stuff with
construction, mass
yeah,
production,
yeah.
all
We
the
did a lot of
stock
stuff
groups,
with the OJs. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So you know,
Midnight Star,
Patti LaBelle,
Star
Luther.
Point, Patti LaBelle, Luther Vandross, even
Mm,
Whitney.
Yeah, we did
Uh,
some tours with Whitney too. Yeah, Chaka
everybody.
Khan.
Shaka
You
yeah.
Khan,
know,
yeah.
So
we
you
did
guys
it.
crossed over at that time, like Whitney and Lionel Richie on some of
Yeah.
those top
Oh
hits.
yeah, yeah. Well, once Secret Lovers crossed, because it was the pop market that really blew up Secret Lovers. Because
Mm,
Yeah.
I think it went to number 8 on the R&B charts, but then there was a station down in DC that started playing on one of the pop stations, and what happened was once that station played it, it blew up. You know, and
Yeah.
this was like 9, 10 months later. You know, it was phenomenal the way, you know. But see, what happened was we stayed out on the road for almost a collective of 11 months.
mhm.
We had
Hmm.
we had did a Far East tour over in Asia. We were doing the Pacific Air Command tour with the United States Air Force. So we're doing a lot of Air Force bases all throughout that region. And we were, you know, flying on Air Force transports like the C-130s and C-140s. And we were going to a lot of remote bases all throughout Southeast Asia, in Korea, Japan, the
Wow.
Philippines, Okinawa. Um, and so, because of us playing those shows down there,
Mhm.
it was the popularity of Secret Lovers kind of blew back this way.
Mhm.
So once the radio station, like I said, in DC started playing it, the pop station, it just, like I said, 9, 10 months later, it just blew up, you know.
Yeah.
Mm,
And and then from there, we once we did the All in the Name of Love album and did Always,
mhm.
that just went to a whole nother, went to the stratosphere. That was the number 1 song in 1987.
Mm.
And then after that, when we did um, the Love Crazy album, I think it was, Masterpiece was on there, on
Mm.
that album, and that particular song went to number 3 pop. You
Mm.
know, crossed over, but like I said, Always went number 1 on all the formats: AC, R&B, and pop charts.
Wow.
Yeah. And then it went around the world, um, one in other countries too. So
Mhm.
that's what really did it for us.
Always. So
Yeah.
so everybody, let's say hi to some more people in the comments. What's you all's favorite Atlantic Star song? I like always, but mine is Secret Lover. That one. Not for any particular reason,
Oh,
but
yeah, right.
that's just the lyrics. I mean, you know, it had so much in it, and all of your songs have so much in each song. The lyrics were just. Were you guys writing those as well?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Wayne was a lyricist. He can tell you. I mean, he wrote a lot of the, most of his songs. He wrote the lyrics to. That we wrote collectively, or that him and David wrote.
Mm.
Yeah. I was the lyrical Jesse James. No. Where did I get that from?
Yeah,
The lyrical Jesse James.
yeah,
That's a new one, huh?
yeah. If your heart
Uh,
isn't in it,
yeah, I didn't write the lyrics to that. That was
That was Hamish Stewart from
Hamish
the Average
Stewart,
White Band.
Average White Band. Yeah.
oh,
Yeah, Hamish Stewart
wow,
wrote that.
I didn't know
Yeah, they
that.
wrote that for us.
Yeah,
Let's get closer.
that was
And
Ron Kersey,
Mm-hmm.
and I think Sam Dees. I think.
Sam Dees, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And when love calls, you better.
Yeah,
Wayne and
that
David
was.
Lewis.
Mm-hmm.
Silver shadows. Come on now.
Wayne and David Lewis.
Oh my God. I'm getting okay. Let's see. What we got going on here? Okay. Hey, Walt, yours forever.
Mm-hmm.
That was
That was,
David, right?
yeah.
How that would go? Yours forever. I don't think I heard.
I'm yours forever. I'm yours forever. I'm yours forever.
Mm.
I'm yours forever.
Mm.
Nice. I like that. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
See, there's other people saying secret lovers too, right, Deborah?
Yeah.
Laura.
Y'all some naughty people.
Okay. Ain't they bad?
Amy, that's always been my favorite song of all time.
Oh, cool.
Rick, what's up, Rick? Circles. Oh, Am I Dreaming? Okay.
Mhm.
And they're
Yeah.
playing all the jams. That's true. Which is your favorite to perform, Jonathan?
Favorite to perform? It's I don't know. I think I definitely like Secret Lovers, because Secret Lovers has it has this, I don't know, I'm gonna say this and it might sound weird, but it has this spiritual vibe for me. Not I'm and it has nothing to do lyrically. I'm talking about, even though the lyrics wasn't really promoting what people thought it was promoting. It was a negative, but the music to Secret Lovers was very very spiritual to me, moody. The way the chords fell, the progressions,
Mhm.
it's a heartfelt thing. And then I like Always too, to perform Always. But I mean, Am I Dreaming? When Love Calls, Circles, all of each song has a different vibe to it, and it kind of hits you a certain way. So.
And also,
Yeah.
when you're performing, depends on if you're playing or singing or whatever. You may feel a different way for a different song, but as far as singing, I think for me, my favorite song performing is "Send for Me." Of
Oh,
Yeah.
course.
Okay. LJ, I don't know if he's able to say what his favorite is to perform, but looks like he's moving around. So that's a perfect time to get into it. Y'all ready to get into one more song of Atlantic Starr?
Play it. Play it. I know what it is, so
You
play it.
already know what it is. Let's go for it. Here we go. Wow. Yay. Got some moves on it.
Oh man, I tell you.
That's David, y'all. That's David. I'm so sorry you can't see him, but that's David.
Wayne.
That's
I
Wayne.
mean, I'm sorry, Wayne. Yes. See, you got me all messed up. He was putting some moves on him.
Oh yeah, you gotta keep him busy.
Yeah, you got to keep him busy. Oh, somebody said that's Corey Page. What's up, Corey? Now he's a lyricist. He's Corey the poet. Oh, snap. That's my jam.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Corey poet, cool.
He's done some really, really great things. All right, Sherry, thank you.
You can send
for
from
me.
me.
Ooh. All right now.
Sherry, you ain't married, Sherry, because you got that other name on that other name. So
yeah, she very married. Very married. But wait a minute. The lyric, put a message in the bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Put a message in the bottle. Throw it in the ocean.
Throw it in the sea.
My. And you guys are young singing those songs.
Yeah, started off young singing those songs. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, Jonathan, I heard you say something about secret lover didn't mean what it meant.
Well, I'm gonna let Wayne explain it because a lot of people misinterpret that. But Wayne, you break it down for him.
Well, like Jonathan was saying, the tracks, when my brother David gave me a track, it felt very spiritual. I felt it on the inside, and I wanted to tell a story that relates to everyone, young and old. And I had seen a movie with Kirk Douglas, and I forgot the woman's name, who they used to meet up at the bus stop with their kids, and one the guy was having problems with his wife because he was he constructed buildings, and all his wife wanted to do was get the money and go shopping, and didn't give him the time he needed as a person. And the woman who brought her kid to the bus stop, she was having problems with her husband. It's not that he didn't love her, but when he came home, he just put his feet up and smoked his pipe, and that's all attention he gave her. When the two met, they sparked like crazy, and that's why you got to really feel out to see who your soulmate is, because you could end up married to the wrong person. And that's one case. And then as far as the young people, there's so many cases that I saw where one family didn't want the other family because they were either rich and the other family was poor, or one family was black, another family was white, so forth and so on. But if you really love each other, you're going to find a way to be together. And so, I was seeing so many situations, and I said, I got to write about this. And so I wrote about it. But what happened was, once it got out there, people were using it for a reason to cheat on each other. And I remember one time I went to this club to sign autographs, and as soon as we walked in the door, this pregnant girl hit me, boom, right. Hey, how you doing? And I was like, hi, how are you? Yeah, I don't know. It's because of y'all song that I got pregnant.
Oh Lord.
and left my boyfriend, and it caused such hell between the two of them, and I didn't want that to be because of my song. And then as time went on, so many horror stories because of your song. I did this and did that. I remember this one girl called us on a pop station in New Jersey. I think it was Z100.
Wow.
And
Was that
the DJ said, "We're on with Atlantic Starr," and she was like, "The Atlantic Starr," and he was like, "Yep." She was like
Mm,
the Atlantic Starr, and he was like, "Yeah." And we thought
mhm.
she had all this great stuff to say. She said, "Okay, great," and then she proceeded to curse us out like the Exorcist because her boyfriend left her.
Oh.
And when he heard Secret Lovers, he loved it, but he used it as a reason to cheat. So as I started touring, I started telling people
Wow.
these lyrics came from innocent situations. Um, we're not giving nobody permission to cheat, and so I have to always say that before we perform.
Oh, see, it but it worked. It definitely worked. I
Yeah,
you know, I'll just, you know, love to see you all perform that as well. Melissa, that's great. What do you think about doing virtual shows? That's a little difficult for you all, or
Yeah, we haven't done too many of them, but
Love.
we have something coming up in May, um, where we'll be playing live. But it won't. It will. I guess it'll be sort of like a no. We'll be playing collectively as a band. Um, very how should I sparse audience. Because we still gotta deal with the social distancing and all that. So,
Mm.
but yeah, we'll be doing something in May 13th.
I guess they'll film it and then send it out.
Yeah, yeah. Hmm.
Oh, so you're going to a studio and then just shoot it.
It's
Yeah,
going to be
that's
done in a club. In a club.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
With
Hmm.
people or without people?
Well, like I said, sparse.
Yeah,
So,
okay, okay.
mhm,
Mhm.
yeah.
'Cause there's a lot of stuff opening up right now. I think it's too early. I'm not
Hmm.
ready to go back to a concert or, you know, any of those settings yet. I think we could just be still a little longer and let this thing get done, so when we do get out, we can get out safely and not
Yeah.
have to worry about
Well, we're
it.
taking all the safety precautions and all that, so we're not trying to put nobody in jeopardy.
Right.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
not you. Yeah, of
Hmm.
course not.
And people, I just want people to know if you keep your immune system up, things can't
Hmm.
get to you. And nobody's really promoting that. Keep your immune system up. Eat right,
Hmm.
exercise, don't eat junk, don't eat things that don't work right in your system. Eat only things that are nourishing to your system,
Mhm,
and drink a lot of water,
mhm.
and keep them
And you gotta have
vitamins.
some champagne with it.
Some
Don't take
champagne.
all the fun out of it. Come
Yeah. Well, champagne might be good for the immune system too. Got them grapes in
It
there.
is very good for your immune system, I can
It's
tell
great.
you that.
Well, I just do water and juice.
Okay,
Uh,
you can stick to water. We got some water going on over here too. Mm. So listen,
yeah.
we're gonna get out of here. We're almost time out. But before I go, I just want to know what do you guys listen to? Jonathan, what do you listen to?
Musically,
Yes, musically.
oh, I listen to an array of all types of music. I love jazz. I love bebop. I love pop. I like country, western,
Mhm.
classical,
I knew you was gonna say classical. I knew you was gonna say classical.
gospel.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. I mean,
Okay.
whatever. I love listening to old school. Well, I guess
Yeah.
they keep calling me old school. I was listening to Ohio Players the other night.
Oh.
and I had Pain on Pain. I was like, oh man, that group was like banging. It was rocking. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
You know, Satch, and, you know, I mean, Sugarfoot, all of them. Them guys was. I mean, that was a great group. You know,
Yeah.
heaven must be like this.
Oh,
Heaven must be like this.
Yeah.
You know, all them songs, man. I mean, like, I was just taking me back. And then I was on I think I might have been on a James Brown thing last week. And I was watching this
wow.
the video of him when he was over in Italy back, I think it was 60,
Yeah. That black and white film.
65. Oh
Yeah.
man.
That was hot.
He
Mm.
was rocking. And then Sly Stone, I've been checking out a lot of his old videos, Sly and the Family Stone.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mhm.
know, so it's great to be able, when you're in that mood, you can go back and you can pull it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You
Yep.
know, when it's
Ooh,
hitting.
sorry,
Oh,
Mike. Sorry to hear that, Mike. Yeah. Um, LJ, what do you
Yeah.
listen to when you're not singing?
Oh, well, lately, what do I listen to? Lately, I've been listening to a lot of Stevie. I've just been taking it back. Just listening to a lot of different Stevie Wonder. I kind of
Oh, Stevie
Stevie was.
Wonder.
I was.
Yeah.
I really like Stevie, man. I grew up listening to his voice because of the pandemic, and I've been
yo,
writing
you
so much.
breaking up, pal.
And I saw something that Stevie had said before that when he would write songs, he would go into a place where he would not listen to a lot of music, and he just wanted to kind of create what would come just naturally from him without too many influences. So I've been listening to Stevie a lot, but I've been writing, and I think that Stevie kind of drives my motivation right now. His writing. So I've really been over the past few months been listening to a lot of Stevie Wonder, a
Yeah.
lot of Stevie lately.
Yeah,
Love
Stevie.
Stevie. I
But
love
in general, I'm an old school guy. I don't really listen to a lot of like new school music. It's cool, when it
wow.
plays, it's fine. But I'm from that era where like you have to have those grooves and pockets and live bands and music. So when I'm riding around, normally I'm listening to old school jazz all the time.
Yeah.
But I'm
Okay.
gonna tell you, there's one new artist that I completely love, totally love, and it's
Bruno
Bruno
Mars.
Mars.
I knew he was gonna say
Oh
it.
my God. Leave
He
the
got
door open.
he got this new
Yeah.
joint. He got this new joint out where he went back in time and brought it back
Yeah.
and brought it up to this time.
Yeah.
You know, him and the other
Yeah.
brother that's singing that new song they got.
Anderson Pack. Let me tell you.
Yo, they hit it. I mean, that song is like old school meets new school. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, from the outfits and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, kudos to Bruno because he's keeping that old school vibe going right now. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. He is. He is. He
And
is.
he's like his music is allowing a lot of the old school stuff to come through, the original stuff where he got it from. You
Mm,
know, so the
mm,
kids can tap into it, which is a
yeah.
great thing.
Yeah.
Conceptually, I love what he's doing. Like I said, kudos to him and the folks that he worked with. The other brother that did the new song, the band, I can't think of his name.
Anderson Pack.
Right,
Anderson Pack.
right.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
that is a great song. I
Yeah.
love that song.
Yes. Leave the door open. I
Right,
mean,
Yeah.
yeah. But the way they delivered it, you know what I'm
yes.
saying? The
I know.
dynamics in that song vocally,
Yes.
and then the instrumentation, the guys that played on it. It's a great song. You
Yeah.
know,
Oh
it's just
yeah. Bruno killed on that. He about to rack up all the awards this year.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he definitely he rocked that,
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah.
Wayne, what's on your playlist?
Listen, everything. Well, me and David studied classical music, and we grew up uh, in church, gospel
Oh.
music, and my favorite was always R&B. People like James Brown, Aretha Franklin.
New Birth.
So I
Oh,
go all the way
yeah.
back to Count Basie and Nat King Cole, all the way up to
Mm.
anybody playing now. I was into Drake for a minute. His first like 2 or 3 CDs when it comes to rap, but outside of that, right now, I think I was just listening to Sisters in the Name of Love. That was Dionne Warwick, Patti LaBelle,
Mhm.
and uh, Gladys Knight. Oh my God!
Oh my God.
But
I was like,
see,
girl.
I'm just listening to. I'll be listening to anything, country western, like Johnny was saying. My playlist is just full of whatever I'm in the mood for, as long as it's music, because that's who I am, music. So
Yeah.
I just love all music. I
Do you
don't like,
go ahead, I'm
huh?
sorry. Go ahead, I'm
No,
sorry.
I was saying I don't like some of the stuff now that doesn't have any meaning or any message, or if it lacks music, if it's just a beat with no music in it, and if it's all it's
Mhm.
saying is like hard explicit sex or violence and just words that don't mean nothing, and if there's no music in it, I don't listen to that stuff. But there is rap that I like, there's hip hop that I like, pop. Right now I'm listening to iHeartRadio artist that Ariana Grande. Whoever's producing her is a monster.
Yeah.
um and all the stuff that's coming up uh there, because I'm in my car a lot now,
Mhm.
so I happen to hear all those new artists, and they're great. I love Justin Bieber, but that's
Yeah.
the thing, I love all music, just everything.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Shirley Murdoch was, um, I had her on last week, and she left me with some nuggets that I hadn't considered about the new school. Because I'm concerned. I mean, I'm an old school. I love ballads. I love Luther.
Hmm.
Love Shirley Murdoch too. You know,
Yes. Oh my gosh, she was
Yeah,
amazing.
she
phenomenal
was the
talent.
bomb. We played
But
with her too.
she left me with, and all of us with this. She said, "Listen, the young school, like our parents didn't like our music when we came up, and so we they're singing from and performing from where they're at." And so just imagine if they came and they talked to the old school and we could pass the baton and show them what it is lyrically where you guys came from and help them. We're not going to understand because we haven't lived what they're living. But can you imagine the kids coming up now in the pandemic, child?
Mm.
What their music going to be like? What is their
Right,
understanding
right.
going to be of music? So I appreciate. I like grew up right then. I'm like, because I'm always putting down the new music. She said, "No, we don't need the cussing and the profanity and that kind of stuff. But this is where they're from. They're telling their story, just like you all told your story back when you were coming up." So I'm like, okay,
Well,
okay.
the thing to that is this. I hear what you're saying, but I mean, how much more of that story can you tell? You know what I'm saying? I mean, with what's going on now, I think we have a responsibility
Oh.
to put positive vibrations out in the cosmos,
Mm.
and especially with us right now, the condition that our people are in, we don't need anything else that's gonna diminish the
Mm.
moral fiber of our people the way it has, evolved.
Yes.
We got to bring some love back.
Mm.
We got to bring some God back. We got to
Mm.
bring some caring back because we are so polarized and dysfunctional as a people.
Mm. That is so
And
true.
so we there's a certain frequency that we resonate on that contributes to our harmony and unity and glues this synergy
Mm.
that gives us that synergy because we are sound people, we are musical people, we're tapped in that way, and certain frequencies and sounds don't contribute to positivity.
Yes, I agree.
So
Mhm.
the
Yeah.
thing is like we have to remember, first of all, music is a gift.
Mm.
and it's a gift from God. I don't care if it's gospel, pop, whatever. Long as you're delivering a story that's uplifting and it's representing the true essence of what love is.
Mm.
And I'm not talking about lust or anything like that. I'm talking about the true essence of what love is. That
Mm.
is the binder. That's what's going to transition us from this realm into the next realm, which will be eternity. You know, so we have to consider these things. You
Mm.
know,
Mm.
as the scripture says, think on these things. You know, it says, be not conformed to the world, but be transformed by the newness of your thinking.
Mm.
So we have to start thinking differently so we can act differently and we can care for each other differently.
Mm-hmm. But you
Mm.
also got to remember, a lot of these acts that are signed now are not allowed to talk about love. But that's a whole nother. We'll get into that when you have another show.
Yeah, well, you know, you got to come back because we got to come back with you on camera with Melissa, LJ. Yeah, so we definitely go do a part 2.
Yeah, we'll do a part 2. This is
Great,
cool. It's
great, thank
comfortable.
you. Yeah, we just want to have some fun. But what's next for Atlantic Star?
Well, we're hoping that the pandemic will subside and we can start going out and doing more more dates
Yes.
and give the people the stuff that they want to hear, that they grew up to.
Yeah.
You know, where families can bring their kids and they have an enjoyable evening.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean that's basically the concept. You know.
Mhm. So I'm glad we got a treat with Sin for Me.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
got a chance
that's
to
always a treat. I love playing that song too.
Yeah.
Auto wise, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Especially when the blends and bringing the strings in, at the the B sections and stuff, you know.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now
Yeah.
you going over my head. The B section. It was in the song.
It's all good though. We just blessed, you know.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. I feel blessed. I feel fortunate, and I'm just thankful.
What
Yeah.
sign are you, Jonathan?
Huh?
What sign are you? When's your birthday?
December the 5th. I'm a Sagittarian.
Oh, Wayne,
April 13th. I'm an Aries.
April 13th. Oh, you got a birthday coming up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Coming
Happy
up.
birthday.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. LJ, when's his birthday? Let's see. I just always like to see what the nucleus is, the
I
different.
think LJ is December. He's a Capricorn.
Oh, okay. Ooh, y'all got some strong signs. Capricorn, Sagittarius, and Aries.
Mm-hmm.
Woo.
Thought you heard me. I'm a cut. December 3rd. Between Sag and Cap, say I'm technically I'm cut.
Yeah. Oh, he's on the cusp. Oh,
Yeah, I was.
between.
I had to get information. I was pressed.
Oh, so you're a Sag Capricorn.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow. All right, good people. A
That's why
beautiful mess.
I got a little bit of razzle dazzle.
Mm-hmm.
Little razzle dazzle.
Y'all say hello to Amy Lee. Amy. That's Amy's.
Hey, Amy.
Yeah.
Hey, Amy.
And
Thank you.
Sherry. Yeah, Sherry Dove.
Thank you,
The,
Sherry.
the Atlantic Star. This is Dr. Stephen Jones.
Thank
Good
you, Dr.
message.
Steve.
Thank you for joining
Thank you.
us. Yes. Amen. Great message, brother.
Thank you.
Yeah, Sharon.
Great.
How are you? We got a happy birthday.
Happy
Oh, thank
birthday,
you.
Laura.
Lord, wishing you happy
Yeah.
birthday. And I saw
Thank
my
you,
brother
Lord.
on here, Bobby. We were talking Ohio. Now he is Mr. Ohio. With Bobby comes out of, I don't know where he's at, but hey Bridget, take us way back. Love it.
Hey,
Walt,
Bridget.
Old school
That's right. Old
music.
school is the best. Old school is.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Hey
Yeah,
Edna. Love it. Okay, I wanted to holler at Bobby, but he's Ohio, so in the house. So we going to do some, some more groups and stuff like that. So I thank you guys in advance for taking this time out to join me and us on ROZ's happy hour. I look forward to doing it again. And I can't wait to start coming back out and seeing you live. So
Yeah.
So now
Yep.
you can bring us back your way.
yeah, yes. I
You
want to
still
do
promote? You still booking shows and stuff?
absolutely. I was
Okay.
just gonna say, if anybody needs to book any of the talent that I've had on ROZ's happy hour, please don't hesitate to hit me up. So 2022. Yeah, I'll be ready to book. I don't think I'm doing that this year though.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Unless it's virtual. I'm just not
Right. Right.
yet. They got another strand coming out. I'm just gonna stay put for a minute. I think God said be still.
Yep.
So that's when
Mhm.
I'm gonna be obedient and be still.
Mhm.
Do you
That's
have
right.
any last parting words for the audience? We'll start with Wayne um, before we get out of here.
I guess Jonathan said it all, but I just want to say now, in these down times, God is trying to get all of our attention to get closer to Him because we're gonna need Him in times to come. And thank you for listening to the music, and thank you for all the love. And without you, we could not have done what we've done. And just keep your immune systems up is all I can say. And I'm giving you big time love from me. And take care of yourselves and stay safe.
Absolutely. And everyone, here's your assignment. Download some Atlantic Starr music this weekend. Any of their songs. They have a whole catalog of songs. So let's show the artists our love and how much we appreciate them. They're coming on and, giving us this opportunity to get up close and personal with them. So do me that favor. And we'll see you. Thank you guys.
Thank
And
you, Raj, for
Thank
having
you,
us.
Roz, for having
Thank
us.
you.
you're
Thank you for
welcome.
the love.
Gracias.
You're welcome. Stand by, folks, and I'll be right there. All right. Well, hope you guys enjoyed our show for today. I did want to say I need more champagne. I'm running out of champagne. So there is a way that you can let me see. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, here it is. It's called Buy Me a Coffee, but I changed that to Buy Me a Champagne. Roz's happy hour, y'all. Thanks for rocking with your girl, Roz. And we'll take you out with some music. Stand by. Thank you so much for your continued support.